Alan stepped out of the shower, steam curling around him. As he dried himself off, he whistled softly, a lazy jazz tune his mother used to sing when he was young. Around this time of the rotation, he always thought of her. Gratitude Day had just passed, and as usual, he had spent it alone. The next rotation would be different. The city would celebrate again. Lanterns, music, laughter. For now, Alan allowed himself one quiet thought. Bright Star is safe. He reached for the rack, where his white E-Warrior suit always waited. It wasn't there. Alan frowned. What? He muttered. There was no one else in the base. No technicians. No visitors, just him. He stood there, with only a towel wrapped around his waist, when a sudden sound echoed down the corridor, barking, metallic claws scraping, a low mechanical growl. Glitch, Alan called out. The noise grew louder. He rounded the corner and stopped short. Glitch, his newly activated robotic dog, was rolling across the floor, locked in mortal combat with the missing suit. The cape flapped wildly as the dog tugged at it, jaws clamped down, thrusters whining in confused excitement. Hey, no, Glitch, drop it, Alan shouted. The suit, nearly indestructible, held firm. Glitch did not. The dog spun, dragging the suit and Alan into a clumsy circle. Alan grabbed one sleeve, slipping on the smooth floor, barely keeping his towel in place. Careful, Alan hissed, glancing instinctively toward the camera feeds. We do not need that archived. Glitch lunged again, snagging the towel. Alan yelped and clutched it desperately. At that exact moment, Glitch, he said firmly, yanking the suit free. Bad dog, stop it. Right now. Glitch's ears drooped. His glowing optics dimmed as he sat back, emitting a soft, apologetic whine. Alan hesitated, then knelt and scratched behind his metal ear. You're still learning, he said gently. Alan took the suit, exhaling. Yeah, he said, managing a tired smile. So am I. Before anything else could be said, the base lights shifted to alert red. Maya, the base computer, spoke calmly but urgently. Emergency report. Multiple alarm fire detected in the Bright Star Kingdom industrial sector. Structural integrity failing. Hundreds of lives at immediate risk. Alan's expression hardened instantly. He activated his suit in one smooth motion as it sealed around him in white and gold light. Maya, full feed to emergency services. Acknowledged. Alan stepped toward the open window and raised his arm. Lucidus, he called. The sky answered with a thunderous roar. A massive shadow swept past the glass as Lucidus descended, wings catching the light of the city below. Alan leapt forward without hesitation, launching himself from the base window. Together, they surged into the sky toward fire, toward danger, toward the people who needed them. Bright Star was safe, but it wouldn't stay that way without them. Here's flames clawed their way up the sides of the Bright Star Energy Tower, turning the night sky into a boiling orange scar. Smoke poured from shattered windows as alarms wailed, echoing through the streets below. Fire crews fought desperately, water cannons hammering the inferno, but the blaze only grew stronger, feeding on the volatile power conduits buried deep within the building. Inside the command zone, a firefighter shouted into his radio, pressures rising on the lower reactor levels. If the fire reaches the auxiliary power core, we lose the block. A sudden gust of wind tore through the smoke. High above the tower, A white figure streaked down from the clouds. Bright Star Fire Department. A calm voice carried through the chaos. You're not alone. Alan E. Warrior of Bright Star landed on the 50th floor balcony. As flames curled toward him, fire washed over his suit and cape, but it did nothing. The white and gold armor shimmered, absorbing heat as if it were sunlight itself. He raised his arms, and a radiant shield bloomed outward, pushing the fire back.